Now it's time for a little bit of half cash with no monkey knowledge on Candy Falls. So we're going to head there with Quincy as our hero. And we're going to get things started off with a tack shooter. The tack shooter is going to go over here in the middle of this area. Should just barely be touching that pink jelly bean. And then we can begin. And we can see we get a lot of value out of this while we save up for another dart monkey, which we're going to place over here, just above this purple lollipop in the bottom of the circle. But on this round right here, we're going to leak down to around 70 lives. And there we go, we're at 75. Not the worst. We just need 215 so we can get this dart monkey and stop leaking. So we get ready to place that down the bottom area of this. And we shouldn't leak too much now as we save up 585 so that we can get down Quincy. And Quincy is going to be a key part of this build as Quincy provides vision all the way over here, as well as camo vision to our future monkey subs. So we're just going to sit tight while we wait for that 585, but then we're going to place Quincy down just above this yellow lollipop right here. This tack shooter is doing a fair amount of work for us though. Make no mistake of that, 400 popped already is pretty insane for a tier 1 tower that only costs 300. And we're almost to 585 and still sitting at 69 lives. So that's pretty good. Even if we were lower than that, it would be fine because the only life that matters is the last one. And here we can see we're going to get Quincy in the middle of this round, so make sure you're ready to place down Quincy so you get that extra round of XP. There we go.
Yes.
I recommend slowing things down there to make extra sure that you get Quincy down on that round. And we can see with this placement on Quincy, Quincy's eventually going to get more range and be able to attack over here, as well as down here even more, and then over here and up here.
Yes.
So the spot for Quincy is really strong, especially when you factor in the monkey sub, which we're saving up for right now. And that monkey sub goes down and to the left in this corner right here, which is important because we want to eventually get an alchemist over here when we're grabbing the longer range to get the better range, and then we're saving up for twin guns, but we're getting this alchemist over here.
More.
And we only want that alchemist to throw onto the monkey sub for now, as Quincy's not that strong and really just taking a buff away from our monkey sub would be bad. So with this placement we get better consistency. And we're going to spend the money for twin guns as soon as we get it, to make sure we don't leak. And as we can see, these pink balloons are coming in, and we would probably leak if we hadn't spent the money on the twin guns there. So we do try to minimize the amount of leaking we do because that just means we have less money to work with. And on half cash, we already have so little money, right? Grabbing the advanced intel right now. And we can see here we're getting close to round 28, and we don't have any solution for the upcoming lead balloons, right? So we're going to save up for an alchemist next, which we're going to place up and to the right over here. There we go. Up. All the way up in that corner, and we're setting this to strong. The setting it to strong is really important so that the alchemist hits the lead balloons first and doesn't start reprioritizing some balloons that we don't want it to hit. We're also grabbing the larger potions, as well as the acidic mixture dip. There we go. And then we're coming back down here to save up for the Airbro starts. $10.80 is the number we need, which is quite a bit of money on half cash. But luckily we have really good coverage from here, all the way up and around here, over here, and then over here with the dart monkey that we kept. So even though this dart monkey doesn't do any popping for us really, it gives us a ton of vision and a really good loop-de-loop over here.
More.
And we're almost to 1080. At which point we'll grab that right away and save up for the triple guns. Triple guns just gives us even more value on our monkey sub, which is our only decent tower at this point. Quincy's at least giving us some camo vision, right? So that's good. Grabbing the triple guns. And then we're coming back over here to save up for the Berserker Brew. Right there. $13.50 is what we need. Grabbing that. And then we're going to come back up here and save up for a bomb shooter, which we're going to place just out of range of the alchemist. So we see in range, no longer in range, like so. And that's important because we don't want it to take the buff away from the monkey sub over here. We're going to grab the extra range and the frag bombs and save up for cluster bombs as well.
Tasty.
At which point we realize that we need a monkey village, right? And the monkey village is going to go down and to the right. So once we hit 1295, we're going to place that down immediately. Down to the right. There we go. Saving up for the radar scanner immediately. And once we get the radar scanner, we're going to be feeling really good about where we are. Does take a little bit though. We don't have quite as much money as I wish we did. Then we're coming back over here getting the bigger bombs and the heavy bombs so that we can save up for the recursive cluster. And with this setup, we can easily save up for the recursive cluster. We have so much damage in the form of the monkey sub, Quincy, and the bomb shooter over here. And this bomb shooter does a really good job cleaning stuff up. We get to see stuff up here because we have that extra range buff, which is really great. That extra look when you come back and loop around here is really, really good. So we grab that recursive cluster and then we can come back over here and start upgrading our monkey village. Jungle drums are good. We're also going to get the primary training, so we get extra damage on our bomb shooter over here. There's no reason not to. And And then we can come back over here and save up for the armor-piercing darts. So we're almost to the armor-piercing darts right there. Grab them. Now we're feeling really good about this monkey sub right here. But we need a little extra Moab damage still, right? So we're going to come down here and we can see we're within range of the monkey village, but not within range of the alchemist, which is what we want. We're going to go up until red, all the way to the left until we're just barely out of range, then back. Double check that, we're good. We're going to set this to strong and upgrade it to the Moab Mauler. And we're going to grab one more as well. That's going to go all the way up here, and then all the way to the left. And then we're going to grab that Moab Mauler. We're also going to set this to strong. There we go. And then we can come back over here and get the primary mentoring, as we have 1, 2, 3 primary towers now. So we just need 2,700 to get that. And then we're going to get even more range, and range is always good on these towers. As we can see here, this has popped 1,300, 2,500, 40,000. Our primary towers are doing so much work right now. Grab that primary mentoring. And then we can come back over here and upgrade the stronger acid and perishing potions while we save up for a stronger stimulant, as either of these two towers over here are great to get buffed with that stronger stimulant. So once we get to 3240, we're going to grab that. And then once we get the stronger stimulant, we have a lot of options open to us, but we don't have much time to get it. So I recommend deciding on a tier 3 or tier 4 reasonably priced tower. And for us, that's going to be a boomerang monkey to just help clean stuff up over here. So we grab that stronger stimulant, and then we find a place for our boomerang monkey over here. We want it to be out of range of the alchemist, as it's not going to be a tower we want to get the buff. And we're going to get the long range and then red hot ring so that we can pop any balloon type. And then we're going to get the top path here, Glaive Ricochet. And save up for the more glaives here. As this shouldn't have to do too much damage to Moabs, we want it to just clean up all the extra stuff that's going to be going up here. Another tower that costs 3240 to upgrade, but we have the money, so let's spend it. And then we don't really have anything we want to spend this extra money on. The only thing that could really hurt us is Moabs, so we can place a sniper over here and just spend whatever money we have left, set it to strong, upgrade the top path, and then this path over here. And once we get to the large caliber, we're going to spend that money too. We just don't have any need to try to place the Sniper Monkey down here and have the Alchemist start buffing that and have some inconsistency in our build. But you could definitely put the Sniper Monkey down here if you wanted to. I'm just making the build a little simpler here. Near the end of our run, and we have plenty of damage to deal with the ZOMG. And we have plenty of extra money to get Deadly Precision, so I know everyone following this build will have that money. And we're going to grab it. Here comes that ZOMG coming on in. The Moab Maulers are doing their job there. Everything goes through. And there you have it. Half cash, Candy Falls, no monkey knowledge with almost 150,000 popped on our recursive cluster right there.